Hi everyone, welcome to my Scrappy Cathy channel, and today I'm going off the board trying to bring to life a Pinterest pin, and this is an absolutely gorgeous one that goes back a few Vicki Boutin collections ago, like all of them, and it was done in 2019. I'm not sure when it was pinned, but I've had it in my to-do list for a while. I love the colors. I don't have any of those papers left anymore, but I pulled some from, this is from Where To Next, and this is from Where To Next. I think this is from Fernwood, and all of my embellishments, I think, are going to come from Fernwood. So I'm going to try to recreate it, and then I've got this silly photo of the dog, and bless her heart, she had to go to the emergency vet yesterday. Not a serious problem at all, but it scared James, and he kind of rushed her down there. So I have torn, I really liked the color scheme in, this is one by Ashley Horton for Hip Kit Club. And I love the color scheme, the aqua and then the yellow and then pink up at the top. So I kind of went with that, getting the papers from wherever I could. It's not exactly the same. And then I like the embellishments that are tucked down at the bottom and then just cut off. I really love that. It's a great look, but it's hard to do, you know. when you have a whole bird, you hate cutting off the bottom half of the bird. I wish I still had one of those colorful birds. That was a beautiful collection. I loved the flowers. I still have the stamps from that. So I have those flowers that I could reproduce from the stamps, but I don't think I have the bird. Anyway, let's get started making this. Basically, a row of things down at the bottom, a circular photo with things surrounding it. Don't know if my title's gonna go, although I do have this, and I could run this word snap around there. I'll find something. And then there's some things kind of tucked out of, and then something else snugged up to the top and then cut off, a large flower. So we'll see how close we can get to that. The paper I have from let's see, what did I do with my, here it is. The bottom paper, this map, teal map paper, is possibly my favorite paper from any collection in the history of collections. It is just absolutely gorgeous. The color is gorgeous, and the tone-on-tone kind of street map is great. I'm gonna kind of, I found an embellishment that said a walk in the park, and that's Reese's favorite thing to do. James has gotten in the, you know, I think I've discussed before how she hates the leash. She was fine, and then she had a bad experience at a vet that we no longer go to, and she hated it, but she loves going to the park. So instead of walking her to the park, which is just a couple blocks down the road, James puts her in the truck, which she loves, you know, up in the front seat, not in the not in the bed of the truck. And I'm gonna use liquid glue so I can move this around before it gets glued down. He puts her there, and she knows that to get out of the truck to this wonderful place that has people and dogs and where she's, happy and having fun, she knows she has to get on the leash then. And she does. She's fine with that. But leading her away from home on the leash is not going to happen. Okay. Gotta get that lined up. And there, that's lined up now. And before I turn the edges, I'm going to put all the things down that need to be flat. And you know how hard it was for me to not use this side of that paper. Okay, I'm going to turn it this way. If I can get this on there flush. Okay, so there's the base done. I'm going to do some foam here right in the middle so that I can tuck things around. And I'm going to place this kind of right here, not quite smack dab in the center. Although, if I think I may go left of center because my upper embellishments are going to be right of center. So we'll do this because the tape doesn't. I chose a filter on my Prisma app that added some teal and blue accents there, and it gave her coat a more goldish sort of look. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to move the page up a bit so you'll definitely see this bottom part where I'm working. The first thing I'm going to do is try to get these embellishments on in a way that kind of looks cut off. This one I went ahead and cut off, so I'm going to go ahead and it had a square. I fussy cut this out of a sheet of paper, and it already had the squared off edge, so that made that easy. I'm gonna kind of curl these things up, maybe do a little more of that. The bird, in order to I gotta kind of see what that's gonna look like. In order, to have everything kind of solidly covered there, the bird has to go here. So let's put the bird here. Then I think I'm gonna do the house, and I'll scooch the house down so that I end up kind of cutting it off too. I'm gonna put this on some foam, I think. Just to go like so. And I want the wing, I don't really, well, maybe the next thing I want is the camera. Like so. And then this, maybe off to the side a bit. And that kind of like that. And then this. And I played with this last night, but I can't say that I came up with an ideal arrangement. Let's just, and I'm not going to use foam. I'm going to put the camera in at an angle, like so. I'm going to put this where it needs to be, and I will cut the edges off there. Then I'm going to tuck this under and off to the side. And then I think I can do that. And it's going to go a little bit over the camera like that. Okay, now the moment of truth. Can I cut those things off? And let's try with the trimmer. Here's where I wish I maybe hadn't put the photo down. Okay, so I could do it with scissors, but I don't really cut all that well with scissors, to be honest. And I'm going to press that down. Okay. So there's the bottom of my little bird. Okay, it came out great with just the same kind of that chopped off look that I like about Ashley's original. Okay, so now I have to do this bit right here. What is holding up? Okay, I'm going to put it down like that. And do that. Again, it looks like it was made just like that. Okay, now I have one more item that is going to be, and I don't have any big flowers other than this. And this is a sticker. Let's see. Let me see if that's a true statement. I do have this. And it can go kind of like that, and I can chop it off. There. Okay. And the rest of the embellishing is going to be easier than this. These things I'm doing first are the things I was nervous about. And I can add some little pieces of foam, or I can curl those up. And, well, I think I'm going to do this the same way. Like I said, I'm not that great with scissors. This isn't much to cut off with scissors, so let me try it. It's just one scissors worth of cutting. Okay, so that, it's not quite the same as cutting a flower in half like the other, like the original did, but okay, now I'm going to curl these edges back. And give it some texture and dimension there, and then I can kind of just pick, and I'll do this one that way too. That just adds so much to it. And I know it looks different when you put it in an album. Things kind of flatten out, but just the little bit of curling that you do like this kind of adds texture. The texture, some of the texture remains even when it kind of flattens out. Okay, and you can see a little bit of the circles there. Now, I'm going to use this. Let's get the original back up again. And the embellishments go completely all the way around, but there's a little bit of a title there that kind of inserts in between a couple large areas of embellishments. And I'm eyeing putting this floral cluster from the sticker book, kind of tucking it right in around there so that the title can go here and then having something there. So I have to kind of go with a title. I could say Snap or Daily or and you can see on this one I've already used Snap. So that I must have used that on a title. There's this Everyday, but that's, I think, a little too long. Daily might be nice to, and it could kind of go there. I'd cut off the Y. The Y would have to be tucked under, whereas Snap could kind of go around. I like Daily though. I think, well, without the daily walk in the park, let's see what the walk in the park looks like. Right here, I could say Daily, and then I could have this embellishment, this floral right there, and kind of going across it would be Walk in the Park. That would make it part of the title. So let's go back to Daily. And I know James will appreciate this because he has noticed a great difference in, I could have the Y up above there Let's see if it hits her head. So I need to move it up a bit so that the Y can tuck under. Like so. Let's get the dot for that eye. Where was it? Here it is. Daily. And then let's do this, but I want it on foam. So I'll get that piece I cut a while ago and didn't use. Okay, and then walk in the park. Do I want it there? Maybe just like so. Let me get my thin strips, and then we'll have we'll have fun. These tricky bits, trying to get to honor the design, take the most time because I can't always. I do a fair amount of pre-planning most of the time, but there's some things you can't plan unless you take stickers off the sheets, and so let me do that. Daily walk in the park. So that's there. I'm going to do I have a giant, gorgeous butterfly. I'm going to have the butterfly. In the original, she's got it kind of up here, and that would be fine. Well, you know, I could have it coming out of that paper layer and just kind of mount it just like that. Why not? And then maybe something right there. This might be cute somewhere. Let's see. I think I might take the stem off of this. Press it down so that it makes contact there. I love this big butterfly, but I kind of want to move it over a bit, which means I do need something right there. And I could do this, or let me do something square or something different. How about this little guy that says exploring? I had this one out, but I think it's too big. But this would be perfect. I need a thicker piece of foam to get that over the hump there. I'm gonna kind of squish that down a bit. Okay, and it's raised up, it's got shadows underneath, so there's some dimension there. I'm gonna use this here and put a little bit of tape under it. So I want the tape here. And what else do I have? I have some of those circles. I could use, let me go through and see what else I have. I have a chipboard flower like that could kind of go here. That is acceptable. I really don't, because I have some large statement piece type items around here. I don't really want to go too out of the way there. I did want to use this, or at least one of the mushrooms, but now I need something that can kind of go upside down, and that's not gonna cut it. I do have this piece right here that it's the kind of piece that might go unused, get left in a sticker sheet. And I've got this today piece that's meant to be put in, not exactly upside down, but you know what I'm saying. And it brings that teal color up here. And I can tuck it in underneath there. I have this piece that says day like this, and that I think would be nice down in here, somewhere that the letters will show. That's a good placement for it. And that brings some of that yellow down. Okay. I think I'm going to use this little circle to go right there. And I'm just going to tuck it in like so. And maybe do a little word strip that says do it, but I want to put it on some foam. And I know the original has splatters up in this white area, but I'm kind of liking that it's clean. I'm gonna tuck in this little circle that says the best. And what I'm going to use instead of splatters are these little chipboard circles. I'm going to use them a bit like you might use sequins. Or like I might use sequins anyway. Just kind of radiating out from there, and I think I have more, so I can kind of add. These are the little pie chart kind of circles, and they come in all the colors that are in the collection. What am I doing here? There's a piece of something on there. Let's see. I'll put that aside. I'll pull this out, and I see one here. I'm gonna go out here. And then I have some smaller circles that are just gold. So I'm going to pull those and make some triangle some groups of 3 or some trails or something that leads from the lower cluster up to the upper. And I'm just pulling these off kind of at random. And trying to get a sense of upward movement. I have this little thing which I desperately wanted to use. I love that green plaid that says love this, but I don't think I have room for it there. And I also wanted to use this little gnome, and I'm maybe thinking I could squeeze the gnome in right there. Because Reese kind of looks like a gnome. She looks like a creature from a different planet. Or there are also some. Ooh, I like that. Where can that go? Maybe here, kind of. Yeah, why not? That's been kicking around for a while. I can tell by the stuff that's kind of stuck to the adhesive. So I kind of want to make it look like it's just peeking out from under there. So here are some more little dots. These are puffies, so they're going to be kind of easy to pull off and place, and they're in all the colors. And I'm just kind of, like I said, placing them so there's something of movement up towards the upper cluster. That one's kind of, I don't like things to be in straight lines, so there, and let me kind of throw in a star here and there. I don't have many stars, and none, not many at all, that are the right size. So and I'm going to clean these sheets off because I have more. And I had to wait to use a lot of my supplies until I had done the class projects, the books, and so forth. And I need my overlapping hearts. And I found two that are the right size. So I'm going to do them, kind of curl some of that up. I'm going to do them on the photo here and here. There we go. And here's another little small star. And I think that's it for, and I'm gonna put this larger star because it's the right color. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, I think I'm done. I had thought I would use this cluster of flowers. Did I get a mushroom in there? I did not, but I'm thinking, well, it might be best kind of peeking out of a, maybe from behind the butterfly's wing. Not really. Down here underneath this guy's wing. And in conjunction with that flower. And then I just have that little bit to cut off the edge there. We'll do it this way. Okay. And I think we're done. So this was fun. I thank Ashley for her constant inspiration. I'm a huge fan of her work. And this was just a fabulous page. And it was a perfect puppy dog page for Crazy Dog Reese. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you next month. I was not able to participate in the daily off the board for this whole month, but I did want to do the last Wednesday, which is our normal time to do it. So I'll see you next month on the last Wednesday with another pin that I'm going to bring to life. And I thank you all so much for being here and for your kind feedback. Bye.